Cells are the basic building blocks of any living organism, and we all have trillions of them in our body. Here at Kansas State University, professors and students are researching cellular processes.
I'm Jocelyn McDonald, and I'm an assistant professor at Kansas State University. So we're studying how groups of cells are able to move inside tissues and organs within the body. My lab uses a lot of genetics to identify new genes that are involved in cellular processes. We use genetics, and this allows us to probe what's happening at the cellular level inside the fruit fly. So we can look at how cells move and mutate genes and prevent those cells from moving and ask what happens. So a lot of the genes are in common between a fruit fly and humans. And what we hope is to identify things that are conserved, that are similar between a fruit fly and a human. And so that might take us to the level where we can ask, in a pathogenic situation in a person.
You have to maintain lots and lots of fly stocks, and apart from that, we do a lot of stainings. We dissect these flies.
I just don't look at the whole fly. At least most of the time I don't look at the whole flies. I look at a part of the fly called border cell. And these are a group of cells that kind of goes from place A to place B. And so we are trying to figure out what makes them first a group of cells and go from A to B.
We use a really cool toolbox of techniques where we can fluorescently label cells inside the tissue, and we can use things like a microscope to shine specific type of light, and it allows those cells to glow. And then we can actually track those cells in real time when they migrate from one part of the body to another. And so that allows us to really address, what cells look like, how they change in their movement, and see them inside the tissue, in the living tissue. In this particular project, we were very lucky that we had a very interesting finding that was kind of unexpected. Instead of the cells moving together very nicely inside the body, we found that when we mutate this particular gene, the cells just fell apart. They can still move a little bit, but they have trouble moving. And this was kind of a novel thing that we had never found before.
Using the fruit fly and the many available genetic tools, researchers in the McDonald lab are able to discover new genes that work to keep cells moving.
We are trying to build a house brick by brick, and we need to know the bricks before in order to put the next brick in.
Dr. McDonald and her research team are asking hard questions about cellular processes. The researchers want to know how they move and why.
Smaller scale, we're really interested in identifying new genes and molecular pathways that are important for how cells move. For the maybe shorter term, this could have implications for cells that move inside people. And it's not just from eventually impacting, say, human health, but I would say that it's really important to train students and to get people thinking about how science impacts their lives.
The goal of the National Science Foundation research is basic understanding of how cells move. Dr. McDonald hopes that in the future there may be further research that connects to human health and diseases like cancer. Through her investigations, Dr. McDonald and her fellow researchers are demonstrating how science is important for all of us to grow.